What is up, guys? It is me, and I am finally freaking back with a video. It's been a while, and I apologize. Things have gotten a little crazy around here. I ended up picking up a job watching 2 extra kids, and things have changed around here, so I've been trying to kind of figure out a new filming schedule. I'm hoping that the one that I'm using right now is not permanent, because it is 10 o'clock at night. I'm using artificial light that's really, really bright, and I'm tired. So I'm hoping that I can figure out a different schedule, but at this rate, this might be my new filming time. I don't know. Anyways, I want to welcome back Amy.
Hi, guys.
And we are going to finally, after a couple months, talk about this whole ghost hunting thing at the cemetery. We have a lot more evidence, and we are not going to hold out on you guys anymore. We are going to give it all to you in the next couple of videos. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. So we originally found out that there's a place up in Cherry Valley, Yucaipa kind of place. It's in Beaumont. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Anyways, it's haunted. And so we were going to originally go ghost hunting up there. But when we showed up, there was a bunch of people that were having a party, and so we weren't able to actually do that. And so we decided that we were going to go to the cemetery because it was near there. So we go to the cemetery. I brought my friend Doug and my friend Tyler, more for protection at the oak tree, because I was worried about like crazy people up there, because like there have been multiple bodies that have been found up there. And my thought was, if we had 2 guys, it would be kind of a deterrent with a group of 4, 2 guys, 2 big girls, you know what I mean? And so we ended up going over to the cemetery because we were like desperate to find something. And we go there, we've looked over all of the footage, and we found absolutely nothing, which I think is weird. Like, is the reason that we found nothing because we were with 2 guys, and apparently the spirits that live there don't really like men, or is it because the veil wasn't thin enough and that place really isn't haunted? I'll get into that a little bit later. So I just wanted to let you know, we went there first, and then we came back with our friend Jessica, and she was our camera lady. And this is the stuff that we found there. And so when we went there with Jessica, it was a full moon, and I want to say it was a week before Halloween. So the veil was already going to be very, very thin. And the full moon, you know, you always get a little bit more activity during the full moon. And when I walked in, I'll be honest, I didn't feel anything. I didn't get spooked out, nothing. I just was kind of like, this is going to be a dud, just like it was last time. And Amy is standing there with the EVP machine that we had built in her ear, and she suddenly hears
A heartbeat. Like, we're walking, like, la la la, you know, no big deal, I'm not even spooked, 0. And all of a sudden, it sounds like a heartbeat. And Jasmine's like, oh, I stepped on something. I'm like, no, that's not what that was. And she's, like, crunching her feet. I'm like, honey, no, I hear a heartbeat, stop. And I thought maybe it was, like, in my ear. Like, maybe it's, like, a heartbeat in my ear because, like, I had an earbud in my ear. But no. We were going through the EVPs, and it was definitely a legitimate heartbeat. And we shall insert that here.
That was me.
Whoa.
That was me.
I just heard a heartbeat.
Are you sure it wasn't this?
No, it was a legit heartbeat. It's on the EVP.
Wow. The next bit of evidence happened when we were going to kind of go further into the cemetery, because when we first heard the heartbeat, if this is the entrance, we kind of went left, and we were wanting to kind of go deeper down, kind of diagonal from there. And we were kind of trying to talk to something with the pendulum, and we weren't like really getting much of an answer.
It was like, it was kind of going pretty fast though, the pendulum.
Yeah, it was going fast, but it wasn't really giving us like a definitive answer.
Yeah, so we were like, maybe we should just go somewhere else, leave you alone.
And so that's what I said. I was like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and leave. I hope that's okay with you. And then you hear this EVP.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
We'll go and leave you alone.
Let me put this in this way.
I'm pretty sure it clearly says, wait up. We didn't hear it when we were there. Like, no, we didn't hear any of this when we were there. Like, none of it.
And I didn't get any, like I said, I didn't get any like weird spooky feelings. Nothing. I was just kind of like, this is stupid. This isn't haunted. And I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever. So because we thought that it was very disrespectful to be stepping on graves, Amy was using the light as a guide, and she was just kind of like,
oh yeah, I started singing, you know that saying, like, you should never play in a graveyard? Well, I did, because, I'm smart. And I'm like, follow the leader, because I got the lights, like, nobody's gonna stop. It's horrible, I already know. And I wish I hadn't. So we're going along, and I'm singing the song, and then all of a sudden, like, maybe a little bit into it, because we didn't hear when we were there, but it clearly says this. Follow the leader, leader. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
following.
Yeah,
Following.
That one scared me.
I don't
Only
like
a
that
lot.
one.
And, like, right after this happens, like, all of a sudden, because Jasmine has the EVP machine, like, in her ear. Like, here. So this is, all of a sudden, she can't hear my voice anymore. All she can hear is background noise. Like, I'm completely silent.
And I was like, what's going on? Like, did I press a button on there? Like, is it not working anymore? And we literally only got a couple of minutes of use out of it. Like, what's going on with the little weird EVP machine that we built?
And I'm holding that pendulum, how it was kind of going crazy, like, in the beginning. Like, it's like I was still holding it. We were walking around, and all of a sudden, I put the pendulum, like, back in my back pocket. And I pull it out. I'm like, can you hear me now? And she's like, yeah. I was like, so let go of the pendulum. I'm like, I don't know how that works, but oh my God.
Why can't I hear you talking?
Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear myself and I can hear background noises, but I cannot hear you. I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I let go of the fucking pendulum.
That was a little creepy. And, like, I didn't really understand the significance of it until I went back on the footage and was looking at it and was like, oh shit. Like, it was weird, yes. But, like, to be able to look back on yourself and see it makes it so much more real, I guess. Like, you can always dismiss it, be like, oh, it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
But, like, already getting some of this evidence, you're like, oh shit, I don't think that was just a fluke.
No, because right when it did following is right when she stopped being able to hear me. Like,
Yeah.
Because the EVP machine got a lot of feedback and everything else. Like, we were walking and then we were just saying hello to, like, the names of everybody, like, on the graves. And I was like, well, hello, Bernice. And then, like, this happens.
Bernice Hendrick.
Oh, sorry.
Did Bernice say something?
Bernice, would you like to say something?
Yeah, there's like a weird feedback. Did you hear that? I was like, maybe someone's trying to say something, because we didn't have a spirit box or anything that time that we went. But I mean, maybe something was trying to come through. But why would there be feedback on my recording device? Like, I didn't put it like next to my phone or something.
Exactly. It's just weird. So I listened to it a couple times and I just could not figure it out. I have no idea what it's saying. If you have an idea though, please go ahead and put it in the comment section and let us know. Like, if you have any ideas on what it could say versus what we think it said, or if you hear anything else, please let us know. We are so intrigued and we want to be able to find all the information and evidence. It's just hard to sit there for hours just staring at a screen and listening to audio before you start tuning stuff out naturally.
So I know that we've talked a little bit about how the pendulum works, like in the other video. But for yes it goes like this, and for no it goes like this. So that thing that we were talking to at the tree originally that was like, wait up, we felt like maybe it could have been following us, because
Before we knew it was following.
yeah, before we knew it was following. You gotta say it like that.
Oh.
So like, I'm using the pendulum and I'm like, here.
Was that you, Bernice, that said hello?
Holy
That was a quick
shnikes.
no.
Was it Bessie May?
Was it the gentleman that we were talking to before?
It just stopped.
It literally kind of just stops and then changes its answer. Like, I didn't realize it at first, but our camera lady was like, no, it just stopped. And like I didn't realize how fast it stopped until I went back and went over the footage again. Mm-hmm. And then it goes ahead and does this.
Is that okay?
Oh my god. Jesus. Well, I'm sorry. End of story. You're not coming with us. I am not doing this. I'm sorry.
It just happens again. It just stops.
And I feel like this time it happened way more abruptly. I mean, just thinking about it, I mean, I'm not a scientist. I don't know a lot about science, so like, don't judge me. But one would assume that if it's swinging like this, it's going to slowly versus,
Yeah, that's not normal.
you know, and that, you hear the fear in Jessica's voice.
Oh yeah.
So don't hate me for pointing that out, Jessica, but like, you seemed a little freaked out.
I mean, I didn't notice it, but I got freaked out when I like watched it versus when it was happening, even though I was the one holding the pendulum. We started heading over to where they have the cremation like wall where like they have
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum?
I think it's called a mausoleum.
I feel like a mausoleum's like where they have like full on caskets.
Oh shit, you're right. I think that is.
Like inside like a building.
Yeah, I think you're right. Never mind, I lied. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We'll have to Google it. So we're going over that way, and there's see, now I'm a little lost for words again.
Retaining wall.
Oh my
Retaining
god!
wall.
So there's a cremation, like little, what is the thing called? Like,
A wall.
we want to call it a mausoleum, but it's not. It's just like a wall with like cremation in it.
It's a wall that has spaces
Urns in it.
for urns. Oh, urns.
Yeah, it has little urns inside of them, and then there's like a little walkway, and there's like a little retainer wall. Well, when we're walking, all of a sudden I see like this thing. It's probably like, I'd say about this big,
And using a piece of paper for size comparison.
yeah, maybe it was about the size of the paper,
I don't know if
maybe a little bigger. Yeah, a little bigger, and it comes from behind the wall. And then it's like clear, but like it's also got like a white color to it. And it comes across the wall, and then it just kind of goes away. Like here. We didn't get it actually on video, but what I thought was super weird was everything was recording just fine. And then when I go to see this thing, like literally the camera stops. It just stops here, like you can see it.
I saw something like
I do hear the water.
like clear / milky come across the bottom underneath these underneath this whatever this thing's called, the little tiny wall from behind there. Huh? What, it stopped? Yeah.
Oh,
It stopped.
it automatically. It may have just exceeded the limit. It's recording again.
Blackness was when the camera just stopped working.
So she just overlaid the audio over the black screen where it should have been.
Yeah, because the audio and the video wasn't always working at the same time. Like, even the other time we went. Like, they were clearly messing with the equipment.
What do you think? Like, describe what it looked like shape-wise and like.
Well, it was kind of like oval,
Okay.
and it was like... It was just...
Oval.
It was oval.
Oh,
like
okay.
football shaped. Like, it was like cylindrical ovally.
Gotcha. Did it look like it ran or did it look like
No,
it
it was just
floated?
like it floated over.
Was
like
it
it-
higher up or lower up?
No, it
'Cause,
was
like, we never
down
talked
low,
about this.
underneath the by the
Okay,
retainer
by the-
wall.
okay, I wasn't
You know, the
sure.
retainer wall only would come up to like your knee, right? So it was like right under that. So it just went, and then like I turned to tell you guys, hey, you know, I just saw something, and it was gone.
Sorry, I wanted to look at the time.
Well, you're good.
Okay. See, so creepy. I wish we were able to get that on film.
Right? And then right after that, Jessica was like, oh, I'll hold the EVP machine for you guys, because I was like, I hear water. I hope that's actually water, because I had just, you know, saw something. So she's like, oh yeah, I'll hold it. So then like there was like this little like garbly noise, because like we were passing over the EVP machine, and then this happens.
Sorry.
I saw something.
That to me and her both sounds like it says, we're here.
What do you guys think? Because I'm pretty sure it says we're here.
So when I get back from the cemetery with Jessica, I pull out my freaking rocks, because I normally keep them right here, like underneath actually. And I just have like a little bag of rocks, and I carry them on my body at all times. Personal belief, whatever. So I pull out my rocks and I go and I dump them out gently on my dresser. And I realize that the only one black rock that I had in there was completely broke. And it looks just like this. And I have no freaking clue how it broke. I do know that it's obsidian, but like there's no reason for it to break. I didn't drop my bag of rocks. I didn't necessarily like get hit or anything like that. Anybody who believes in the power of stones believes that black rocks absorb negative energy. And I personally believe that something negative was there that night, and that rock absorbed that negative energy so that it didn't hurt any of us. So the next time that we went, I made sure that I carried multiple black rocks.
Yeah, she brought some, I brought some, we gave some to our friends, like...
Yeah, we were like, here, carry these, because that one little rock took the whole brunt of everything and cracked. If you guys like this video and you want to see the next one, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, I'll see you in the next one. Bye,
Bye guys.